regarding the slope ceiling. So if it's not a slope ceiling, then the minimum height requirement is 7 feet. But if there's a slope ceiling, then I'm just repeating this just to understand that I got this right. So for a slope ceiling, the minimum height has to be 5 feet as long as there's a 7 feet somewhere in the room.
So think of it the other way around, right? Yeah. In order to include any space in our residential measurements, there has to be 7 feet, right? Okay. The place has to be 7 feet. If the roof is even or ceiling is even, then it's 7 feet everywhere, right? So the main requirement is that in order to include any space, the first requirement is it has to be a minimum of 7 feet, okay? Now, when the slope comes into play, then the first requirement still has to be met, which means it has to be 7 feet somewhere, right? Because when it's flat ceiling, it's 7 feet everywhere. So when it comes slope, it won't be 7 feet everywhere because some places it will be less, other places it will be more. So it has to be a minimum of 7 feet. So that's the first requirement. The second requirement is we can only include areas that are higher than 5 feet, right? So if it's an attic that's going down and it's 7 feet over here, so then we include this all the way to where the 5 feet, if it's less than 5 feet over here, we don't include this area. So we will include this area to this area where it starts up until here. So this area will include.
Understood. Got it. Okay.